एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत जुनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक हो से भी सच तिलक झंझूरा खा प्रभता का कीनो बडो कलू मैं साका साधन हेत इत ही जिन करे शीस दया पर से ना उचरे तेग बहादुर सिमरिया कर नौ निध आवे ताए सब थाई होए सहाय दंडोत बंदन अनक बार सर्ब कला समरथ डोलन ते राखो प्रभु नानक दे कर हाथ ज्ञान ध्यान किछ कर्म न जाना सार न जाना तेरे सब ते वड्डा सतगुर नानक जिन कल राखी मेरे सब ते वड्डा सतगुर नानक जिन कल राखे मेरे धन धन सतगुरु श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज दी गुरु गोद विच बैठी हुई प्यारी साध संगत जीओ गुरु जी दी दिती हुई फतेह प्रवान करो जी सब आखो जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। गुरु प्यारी साध संगत जी इजाजत बख्शनी कि आप जी दे नाल विचारां अंग्रेजी दे विच इंग्लिश दे विच सांझ कर सकीए। गुरु साहिब जी कृपा करन कि गुरु साहिब जी दी इतिहास उन्हां दी हिस्टरी बारे अज दा जो विशा है अज दा जो टॉपिक है उस दे बारे आपां गलबात विचार करनी है। सो साध संगत जी this year a lot of you may know that we are remembering Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. It's their 350th year of their Shaheedi Divas, the time when they gave their head in Delhi in Chandni Chowk in 1675. And all over the world, UK, in India, in America, Canada, everywhere, everyone is remembering Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji this year because it's a significant number of years have passed. And in Leeds and in the Yorkshire area, Saad Sangaji, a few of us sevadars have started to do this project called the Northern Parchaar Tour, where we start today and we're going to be continuing for the next 7 weeks, going to different cities and towns across Yorkshire to remember Dhan Dhan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, to talk to the sangat and engage and have a conversation, and do vichar and go through the history of what happened to Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj through these weeks and months. Guru Sahib Ji Shaheedi Divas this year is on Tuesday the 25th of November. And so up until that point, from now until then, we're going to be going to Bradford, we'll be going to Doncaster, Hull, we'll be going to Huddersfield, Manchester, Sheffield, to be able to go and tell the Sangat about this. So benti to the Sangat is to please support this tour that we're trying to do, to tell the Sangat about Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Saad Sangat Ji, we often hear, and especially with the children when we do talks with the kids, we often say that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj was in Anandpur Sahib and the Kashmiri Pandits, they came for help and support. And then Guru Sahib Ji went to Delhi, they met Aurangzeb, and then they were Shaheed. And we summarize it quite a lot. But actually there's so much detail that we miss. So with the time that we have up until 11:30, Saad Sangat Ji, I'll cover a little bit of detail about how did Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji get to Delhi and how they got arrested by Aurangzeb's army. A little bit of history, let's just recap. Why did Guru Sahib Ji go to Delhi in the first place? So Saad Sangat Ji, in this time in the 1600s, the Mughal regime, the Mughal army and the Mughal emperor have taken over India. India is run and ruled by Islamic people, the Mughals. And Aurangzeb is now the emperor of India. He's the king of India. And his mission is to convert everybody to Islam. He doesn't want to see any Hindu people. He doesn't want to see any Sikh people. He wants everyone to become Muslim. So he had a ploy, an idea, that if I can convert the high priests, the Pandits, the Kashmiri Pandits, who were known to be of high religious people within the Hindu faith, if I can convert them to Islam, everybody else behind them, everybody who follows these Pandits, they will also convert as well. And for him, that would be mission accomplished. So he sent a message to one of his generals in Kashmir, a guy called Sher Afghan. They sent a message to Sher Afghan saying, in the people, the Pandits, the priests in Kashmir, I want you to start to convert them. Convince them through conversation, convince them that Islam is better. Convince them through dialogue. And if they don't accept your instruction, then I want you to get a bit more forceful, use a bit more aggression. So Sher Afghan did exactly that. He talked to the Pandits. He spoke to them and he said, become a Muslim. Islam is the best religion in the world, he would say to them. He tried so many different ways to convince them. But the Pandits were steadfast. They didn't change their religion. Eventually, Sher Afghan got very agitated and lost his patience. So he started to use a lot of force, very violent, very aggressive. And at this point, the Pandits are saying, look, we're not going to convert, but if you really want us to become Muslim, give us 6 months. We need to decide what we need to do. We need to get together and make a decision collectively as a Hindu community. So Sher Afghan and Aurangzeb, the emperor, agreed. They gave the Pandits 6 months. The Pandits had no idea what they were going to do, but they had one idea. They were going to go to the place of worship for Shivji. Shivaji is one of the gods in the Hindu faith, one of the great gods, the god of destruction. And there's a mandir, a place of worship called Amarnath Puri. So the Pandits went to Amarnath Puri. And when they got there, they meditated on Shivaji. They recited their name, Shivaji. They called their name. They recited part and prayers, all for Shivaji. 6 days and 6 nights. These Pandits constantly called for Shivaji. They didn't eat. They didn't drink anything. They're constantly calling their name. Shivaji, as the god of in the Hindu faith, he was seeing what was happening. And his priests, these Pandits, were about to collapse in death. They hadn't eaten for 6 days. And as they were on the verge of death and they've collapsed, Shivji sends a letter through their mandir. He sends a letter, it drops to these Pandits. And the Pandits see this letter. And in this letter, Shivji has written that the only person who can help you is on the seat of Guru Nanak. The only person who can hold your arm and support you through this crisis is the person who is on the seat of Guru Nanak. Go to Guru Nanak's house. The Pandits were amazed that they got this message. But they were thinking, who is on Guru Nanak's gaddi? Who could that be? Guru Nanak's house at that time was also known as Amritsar, Harmandir Sahib. So the Pandits made a decision to go to Harmandir Sahib to see who is there, who can help them. When they got to Harmandir Sahib, Amritsar, they realized that the Guru isn't there. Because the Guru at the time was Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, our 9th Guru. So then they understood that actually they need to go to Anandpur Sahib. So they've gone from Kashmir, they've traveled to Harmandir Sahib, then they're having to travel to Anandpur Sahib, which by car is about 4 or 5 hour journey. So this journey took them days and days. They traveled to Anandpur Sahib and they saw Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Maharaj is sat on their throne like Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is sat in their palki on their takhat. Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is sat on their takhat and the Sangta are sat with Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, listening to Kirtan and Path and Bachan Bichar, instructions from the Guru. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, as they sat there, the Pandits, they come forward and they come to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj and they do a namaskar, they bow down to Guru Sahib Ji and they tell Guru Sahib Ji all their problems. They tell them that we're being forcibly converted to Islam. We have to convert, but we need some help. We don't want to convert. How can you help us? We got this letter from Shivji. We went to the mandir and Shivji gave us this letter and he said to come to your house, to the house of Guru Nanak. And we're here. Help us. Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj looked at this letter. And as they read this letter from Shivji, Maharaj sat there. And Sad Sangat Ji, our history writes that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji sat there in silence for 90 minutes, for an hour and a half, 4 kadiyan. They sat there thinking through how can they help the Pandits. At this moment, Sad Sangat Ji, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who were a young child at the age of 7 at the time, known as Gobind Rai, that was their name before Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So we'll call them Sri Guru Gobind Rai. They came, and as Maharaj are sat in their meditational state, Sri Guru Gobind Rai Sahib Ji come to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and they sit in their laps and they look around and they ask their father, Guru Pitaji, what's the problem? Why have these Pandits come to see you? And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained the problem, that Aurangzeb is forcibly converting everybody to Islam. The Pandits have gone to Shivji's mandir and they've got a message that they need to come to Guru Nanak's house for help. And we need to help them. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained this to their son. And their son said, well, you help them how you can. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji realized that the only way to help the Pandits is that somebody of high spiritual caliber, someone like Guruji themselves, are going to have to go to Delhi. They're going to have to go to Delhi and speak to Aurangzeb and sacrifice their life. And Guruji explains this to their son. And Satguru Sri Guru Gobind Rai Sahib Ji, they say to their father, they say, Pitaji, who is more greater than you? You are the greatest. You are sat on the gaddi of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. You are the Guru. You are Vaheguru Ji themselves. Who is greater than you? You go and help them. Do what you need to do. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji say to their son, that bete, if I go, I have to give my life. You're going to become an orphan. You won't have a father after I do this. And Sri Guru Gobind Rai Sahib Ji, dekho how high they think. They're saying, if I don't become an orphan, thousands of other people will become orphans. Millions of other people will become orphans. It's fine, do what you need to do, Guru Pitaji. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj understood this message from their son. And they said to the Pandits that, I want you to go back to Aurangzeb. This is the plan. Go back to Aurangzeb. Tell Aurangzeb that the Kshatriya, the warriors of the land, are the ones who support the Pandits. When you're telling them that this support is from the Kshatriya, that they help you, tell them about me. Tell them that I am here to help and support you, that I will come to your aid. Go to Kashmir, gather more Hindu people together, gather more of the Brahmins, gather more of the Pandits, collectively go to Aurangzeb in Delhi, tell him this, and then we'll see what happens. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj has planned all of this through. They know what they're doing. They've completely foreseen. Maharaj is Vaheguru Ji's form on earth. They know everything that's going to happen. They're just playing through the motions now. Satguru Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj tell the Pandits to go back to Kashmir, get more people and then go to Delhi. The Pandits, they stay in Maharaj's darbar for 3 hours. They stay in the darbar for 3 hours, enjoying the Anand of the Kirtan. They stay at Anandpur Sahib for 2 days. 1 or 2 days they stay there. And then after that moment, Sad Sangat Ji, they then go back to Kashmir, gather more people, and then they go to Aurangzeb in Delhi. I know we're summarizing this, but even within these Sakhiyas, there's journeys that they've had to go on. And Sad Sangat Ji, when they get to Delhi, they meet Aurangzeb, and they say to Aurangzeb that we've come because you're trying to convert us to Islam. You are forcibly trying to convert us to Islam and leave our faith. But you know, you need to be aware that the Kshatriya, the warriors, are the people who will help us. They support us. And today, Satguru Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is the greatest of all. Aurangzeb is listening. He sat on his throne in Delhi and he's listening to the Pandits. And he's saying, and the Pandits are saying to him that the greatest of all in all the land is Satguru Siddhi Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Nobody is greater than them. And they are supporting us. If you can convert them, if you can convert Siddhi Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, then we will all happily convert. We will all become Muslim. This was the plan of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. This was the plan that they told the Pandits to tell Aurangzeb that if he can convert me, then we will all convert. Aurangzeb hears this. He sat in his court. And in his court, Saad Sangat Ji, there's ministers, there's ghazis, there's advisors, there's so many people, all dressed in fancy royal clothes and wearing jewelry, full of ego. And when they hear this, that they just have to convert one person converts to Islam, then everybody's going to convert. They think this is no problem. In their ego, they think, yeah, we can do this, no problem. So they say to Aurangzeb, that's absolutely perfect. What a great plan, what a great idea. Let's send the messengers to Anandpur Sahib and then bring Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to us. So Maharaj is sat in Anandpur Sahib now. And as they're sat in Anandpur Sahib, a few days later, weeks later, two messengers from Delhi come to Aurangzeb, from Aurangzeb to Guru Sahib Ji Anandpur Sahib. When they come, they meet Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj and they give this letter from Aurangzeb. And Aurangzeb respectfully has asked Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to come to Delhi. The way that the Mughals are trying to convert people, first of all, is from a very kind of respectful way, very, you could say in a very simple way and through conversation and dialogue. The aggression comes later. So here, Aurangzeb has invited Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to come to Delhi ke assi thode darshan karne hain. Come and meet us. Guru Sahib Ji sees this letter and the messengers are expecting Guru Sahib Ji to go with them to Delhi. But Guru Sahib Ji replied to the letter and they send a message back. And they say, I'm going to come in my own time. I will come and see you, but I will come in my own time. You just wait for me. And the messengers, a little bit disappointed, they go back to Delhi empty-handed without Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Guru Sahib Ji start making their preparations in Anandpur Sahib to leave. They meet their family, they meet their mother, Bibi Nanaki Ji, they meet their wife, Mata Gujari Ji, they meet their son, Guru Gobind Rai Ji, and with them they get Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Sati Das Ji, Bhai Diyala Ji, Bhai Gurditta Ji, and a couple of other Gursikh, very close Gursikh. Normally, when Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji or any of the Gurus travelled, many of the Sangat would travel with them. But in this situation, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji know that when they leave, they're not coming back. So they take only a few Gursikhs with them. And they leave Anandpur Sahib. And Saad Sangat Ji, as they leave Anandpur Sahib, now this journey from here, Anandpur Sahib to Delhi, Maharaj go to many places. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to go over all of that detail. But Maharaj go to a place that we know as Patiala. Patiala is a city in Punjab. At that time, it didn't exist as Patiala. That came later. But at this place, there's a devotee of Guru Sahib Ji called Saifdeen. And he's a Muslim as well. He's a Turk. Now this shows that when Maharaj came to see Saifdeen, Saifdeen had a lot of sharda, a lot of pyar for Guru Sahib Ji. He had so much sharda that he would call and meditate on Guru Sahib Ji all the time and say, Maharaj, darshan davo. Give me your darshan. Let me see you. And Guru Sahib Ji, who know everyone's heart, they know everyone's ardas, they went to see Saifdeen. And when they see Saifdeen, Saifdeen bows down to them, falls at the floor. He picks up the dust off the floor where Guru Sahib Ji's feet are, and he rubs it on his head. He rubs it over his face because he goes, I'm so fortunate. Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. He's saying it over and over again. Nahal, Nahal, Nahal. I'm blessed that I've been able to touch the dust of the feet of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj and put it over my face, on my forehead, on my eyes. This is Saifdeen. Maharaj is so happy with his love. Maharaj decided that they're going to stay with Saifdeen for 4 months. They stay there because now is the time of the monsoon season. And the monsoon season is very hard to travel because of the rain and the weather. We know this over the past few weeks we've heard about the floods in Punjab. This is the monsoon season. It can be very, very bad. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj stay with Saifuddin for 4 months. After they've stayed there with Saifuddin, they then make their way towards Agra. They again travel through many cities and villages. They meet many Gursikhs, many people, many devotees who have this itcha, this desire to meet Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. As they're going through this journey, they get to Agra and they meet a Mataji, a Bibiji, who has got this beautiful chola, this beautiful clothes made for Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. She's made them. And she's thinking of Guru Sahib Ji saying, Maharaj, please come and see me. I want to give you this new clothing. I want to give you this chola. There's no Instagram those days. There's no WhatsApps. There's no messages. There's no other way of sending a message. How did Guru Sahib Ji know that in Agra there's a Bibiji sat making a chola for me, wanting me to go and see her? How did they know? Sochan Wali Galya. They only knew this because they were Antarjami. Antarjami means they knew everyone's heart. They were Vaheguru Ji themselves. So they traveled to Agra. They met that Bibiji, blessed that Bibiji, and they got the chola. They went then to a garden in Agra. Now, if anybody's been to Delhi and Agra, you will know that Agra is past Delhi. It's more southern to where Delhi actually is. So Aurangzeb is expecting Maharaj to come to Delhi. Maharaj has made their own little way in their own time to get to Agra. Aurangzeb's got very agitated. He's thinking, where is Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj? I need them to come see me in Delhi. So he's sent out messengers and armies around Punjab, around India to find Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. They haven't been able to find him. Maharaj make their way to Agra. They find a beautiful garden. And they sat in this garden with their Gursikhs, Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Sati Das Ji, Bhai Diyala Ji, Bhai Gurditta Ji. They sat in this garden. There's 6 of them in total. And Maharaj sit there and they put their horses next to a tree, they're on horseback. And Maharaj start pacing up and down the garden. Siddhi Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji are looking at the entrance of the garden and they keep on walking. And Bhai Mati Das Ji has never seen anything like this. He's not seen Guru Sahib Ji ever do this before. It's a bit out of the ordinary. Guru Sahib Ji is walking from there, they're walking from there, then they walk that way, then they look at the entrance to the garden, and they keep on walking, then they sit down. Bhai Mati Das Ji is a bit not sure. Ki ho raha hai? What's going on? Eventually, a shepherd, a farmer with many sheep, comes through into the garden. He's trying to find a place for his sheep to graze and eat grass. And as this shepherd comes through, Guru Sahib Ji get up very quickly, goes straight to the shepherd. And he says, I've been waiting for you. I have a job for you to do. Will you do this task for me? Guru Sahib Ji said to the shepherd. The shepherd is very poor. He hasn't got any nice clothes on. And he's only got his sheep. The sheep are very valuable. And the shepherd goes, what is your task? What do you need me to do? And he's looking at Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. They're dressed like royalty. Beautiful clothes, jewelry, horses, and there's a sevak and the sevadar also. The shepherd says, what is the task? Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj says, I'm very hungry and so are all my sati. Can you go and get me some food from Agra? Go to the halwai, go to the chef, go to the cook, go to the markets. Get me some nice fried food, some mithai. Get some nice food that we can all eat. And the shepherd goes, I haven't got any money. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji says, don't worry. They took off this ring. They were wearing this ring with a massive diamond on this ring, a beautiful, expensive diamond. They give this ring to the shepherd. And they said, take this ring and use this to go and buy the food. Now in those days, Saad Sangat Ji, you didn't get a Tesco carrier bag. You didn't get like a carrier bag that we can get from the supermarket. You didn't have anything to carry things around with. So what they used to do was get a piece of cloth, put their food and their possessions in the cloth, tie it up in a satchel, and then carry it. That's how they used to transport things. And the shepherd says, my kapda is really bad. It's full of holes, very dirty. If I put the food in this kapda, then your food's going to get spoiled. What can I do? Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji take off their shawl, a very expensive, thousands of rupiah shawl, very expensive. He said, take this shawl, take the ring and take the shawl, bring me my food. The shepherd runs to Agra, runs to to the shops, and he finds a shopkeeper selling food. And at the shopkeeper, he says, I want to buy this matiyai, I want to get these sweets and this food, please give it to me quickly. And the shepherd says, here, take this ring. This ring is what I'm going to pay for it. And the shopkeeper looks at this ring, thinking, you could not have this ring. Are you a thief? And then the shopkeeper says, how are you going to take the food? He gives him the shawl, the very expensive shawl. And now the shopkeeper is very suspicious. And he takes the shepherd to the police station, the Kotwali. He takes him to the Kotwali, the police station, because he doesn't believe this guy is genuine. He's a thief. He takes him to the police station, the Kotwali, and he says to the police that this is a thief. He's given me this ring and he's given me this shawl. And the shepherd saying, whoa, 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 hold on. I'm not a thief. I was given this by a king, a Raja, a holy person, sat in a garden, and he told me to get some food. The police didn't believe him. They said, show us where this garden is. Show us where this person is. So the shepherd went with 2 guards, 2 soldiers, to the garden. When they went to the garden, Saad Sangat Ji, they saw 6 people, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj and the 5 sevadars. And as they got to the garden, the soldiers asked Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, who are you? We don't recognize you. Tusi kaun ho? Who are you? And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, Saad Sangat Ji, listen to this very carefully. The Guru would never ever call themselves a Guru. They would never announce themselves as Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji or Guru Arjan Dev Ji, because they didn't have any sense of ego. They had complete humility. And Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, they said, my name is Tegh Bahadur. Only through the blessings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji am I doing the seva and Parchaar of Guru Nanak. And only because of the grace of the Guru, people call me the Guru. Dekho Saad Sangat Ji, look at the humility of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. They said, my name is Tegh Bahadur. At this point, the soldiers realize who they are, because Aurangzeb, remember, has sent out messages everywhere to find Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. One of the soldiers run back to the police station, run straight back to the police station, and the other one stays guard. And when this guard goes to the police station, he tells the police, tells the Kotwali that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is in the garden. The Kotwali gets so happy that they're about to capture the Guru. He was thinking, I'm going to get such a big reward. I'm going to capture the Guru and I'm going to take them to Aurangzeb. I'm going to get so wealthy. The Kotwali gathers 400 soldiers, 400 soldiers, 400. Gathers 400 soldiers and they make their way to capture Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. And when they get to the garden, they see Guru Sahib Ji and the farmer. The farmer is sat there with Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. He said, where's my food? And the shepherd says, Maharaj, I'm really sorry, I failed you. I haven't got the food. And they said, your ring and your shawl is at the police station. They took it off me. Please forgive me. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj says, take your sheep, you go, it's fine. This is all a plan of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Maharaj has never done this before. Bhai Mati Das Ji knows this. Bhai Mati Das Ji is the one who would cook the food for Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Why would they go to the bazaar, the shops, and get food? This is the plan of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Nothing is a coincidence. They've planned all of this. The 400 soldiers come. They capture Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj with respect. Guru Sahib Ji mount their horse, and the guards, 100 on one side, 100 on the other side, 100 in front, 100 at the back, take Guru Sahib Ji and the sevak and the sevadar to the Kotwali, the jail in Agra. They don't go to the jail, Mafkana, they go to a fortress, a really nice place. And they say to Guru Sahib Ji, you rest here, you wait here. We will write to Aurangzeb and we'll ask for his instruction. So Maharaj stays in this fortress for a few days. Aurangzeb receives the message that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj has been captured. They've been caught. And he gets so happy. He then sends another message back to Agra saying, bring Guru Sahib Ji straight away. I'm sending an army of 12,000 people. 12,000 soldiers are going to come and bring Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, 6 of them, against 12,000. They're going to bring him to Delhi. Why did he send 12,000? Something to think about. 2 reasons. One is Aurangzeb knows that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj can do many miracles. And the other reason is that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's father, Sri Guru Hargobind Patsha Ji, rescued the 52 Raje from Gwalior jail, Bandishore Divas that we celebrate. And those Rajput kings could come and rescue Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. So that's why they had such a big army of the Mughals around them. The army come to Agra, they gather Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and the Guru Sikhs, they're on horseback, and they travel back to Delhi with 12,000 army. Again, 3,000 on one side, 3,000 on another, 3,000 in front, 3,000 at the back. As they're approaching Delhi, Saad Sangat Ji, with Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, messenger goes to Aurangzeb and he gives the message that we're approaching Delhi. Where should we take Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji? And at this point, Saad Sangat Ji, the message comes back, take Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to the haunted house, the haunted Haveli. And at this point, Saad Sangat Ji, we will continue this next week in Bradford, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, the Gurdwara, whereby Guru Preet Singh Ji will be taking us through the prasang, the sakhi, the history of what happened with Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji from that point forwards. So Saad Sangat Ji, this in a very summary format is some detail of what happened to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji on their way to Delhi, how and the history of how they got captured. And we will be going through this history over the next 7 weeks in every different Gurdwara Sahib around Yorkshire and Manchester to be able to explain to the Sangat and for us to learn what happened to Guru Sahib Ji in this point in time. So Saad Sangat Ji, through this prasang, through this katha, I know I have made so many mistakes. Dhan Satguru, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, maaf karan. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਮਾਫੀਆ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰਨ may Guru Sahib Ji bless us and Saad Sangat Ji your blessings that this seva can continue, that all the sevadars involved, may we be blessed by the Guru and the Saad Sangat, the Guru Roop Saad Sangat, that we can continue the prasang of Satguru Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, and we remember them in their Shaheedi in this year and the 350th year. Saad Sangat Ji, Prabandhaka da bahut dhanwad. I've gone over by 5 minutes, so I really apologize. Prabandhaka da, Guru Sahib Ji da bahut dhanwad, who've allowed this time to be able to talk to the Sangat and do this seva. All I can ask for is for forgiveness and your blessings. Deho sajna si sadiyan, jo hove Sahib si umail, sab aakho ji, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.